He actually brought the only other member of the audience tonight, so extra props for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Mehl.
All right, how are we all doing tonight? All right, get ready to hear some either great comedy or terrible karaoke. I like this little microphone condom that hasn't been changed, so I get sloppy eights. You guys like Starbucks? Yeah. Don't care. I used to work at Starbucks in the mall, and my favorite thing to do was to mess with customers. Why? Because I was a 30-year-old who had to work at Starbucks. One of my favorite things is a customer would give me a gift card. And they would put it down on the counter, and they would be like, Jason, can you put $20 on the gift card? And I would go, sure. What else can I do for you? And I'd sit there and wait. All right, this ends the Carrot Top portion of my bit. Another thing that I would love is when people would ask me for the secret menu. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the secret of the secret menu. It doesn't exist. People just make up drinks. But these teenagers, they don't know that. They come up to me thinking like they just cracked the Da Vinci Code. And they're like, can I see the secret menu? And because I'm 30 who works at Starbucks, I get in a character. The secret menu, how did you know? Doppio affogato, frappuccino, venti. Uno momento. Harry Potter butterbeer frappuccino. Centuries old. $8.75. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. These 23andMe, the thing that you basically do a COVID test, and then they tell you information that you already know. So it's like, you know, you have a grandmother who came from Germany, and then you do a little swab, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, congrats, you're 25% German. What? And some of these commercials are a little ridiculous, you know? I remember I was watching one, and there was this woman, and she's standing there, and she's like this, with like the wind blowing through her hair, and she's like, I took a 23andMe and realized I was related to Joan of Arc. And that is where I get my strength from. And I'm like, Carol, you work at a call center. You need strength for that. And then I thought to myself too, like, what if I found out that I was related to a king? I wouldn't live my life any different. I don't think. Attention, all Stop and Shop customers. Your plates has arrived! Ah! To answer your question, my Hamilton audition went great. Thank you all so much. So there's a lot of stand-up comics in the audience. I remember a big mistake I made when I first started doing stand-up comedy is I told my coworkers that I did stand-up comedy. Big mistake, because they all want to be your writers. And if they were, they'd be up on stage, but they're not. And you know, people, my coworkers would be like, you know, you should tell stand-up comedy jokes about our job. And I'm like, look, the entire audience doesn't do what we do. It's not like I'm going to be telling jokes in front of a room full of male escorts. Originally, when I told that joke, it was male prostitutes, but with a body like this, I gave myself a promotion. But I was at the office one time, and turns out there was a printer jam. And my coworkers were again talking to me like, hey, you know, you should joke about this printer jam. And there really is no way that I can make a printer jam joke. So one time I was at the office, right? And I was looking for this form, and I didn't know where it was, and I'm running around going, no, where's this form? Well, it turned out, the printer jammed. Anyone have a friend that bakes? Okay, so I have a friend that bakes, and she made this really good fruit preserve spread. And I was telling my friend, hey, I got this really good fruit preserve spread. And this guy, he's like, wow, can you can you get me a recipe of it? And I'm like, absolutely, I'll print her jam. Recipe. That's right, we're still at the office. You can't leave. You know, we're at the office. You had Kevin with all the ink stains on his shirt. You all know Kevin, right, from the office, running around. He's like, oh, I got the ink stains on my shirt. Kevin is such a nice guy. Well, he was until they found all the bodies. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end with a story. So I was substitute teaching one time, and I brought the kids down to an assembly. And very bizarre assembly. Basically, there was a lot of upbeat pop music, right? And there was this guy that looked 45 years old but dressed 15. And he walked around, he's really engaging the kids. He's like, yeah, Fortnite, yeah, Marshmallow, yeah, this thing. I don't know what it was, but he did it like 100 times. And the kids are all up, they're all excited. And then all of a sudden, the music drops to this ominous low tone. Like, I expect to see pictures of like, sick animals and Sarah McLachlan telling me to like adopt them all, like that's sad. And then they bring this guy in a wheelchair. And he tells a story and he's like, when I was your age, I did a lot of drugs and I started selling drugs. I made a lot of money. I traveled the world, I had a lot of friends, I was on yachts, I had lots of girls, and then I was crossing the street one day and I got hit by a car. I lost everything. I lost my friends. I lost my money, my girls, my yachts. I lost everything. And that was the story. And I'm looking around the room to all the other teachers. And I'm like, did anyone just hear what this guy told these kids? Hey, sell drugs. Do drugs. You're going to have an amazing life. You're going to make lots of money, travel the world, girls, yachts, more girls, even more yachts. Just look both ways before you cross the street. Thank you so much, everyone.
Give it up for Jason Mehl, everybody. Very nice, very nice.